welcome to Spicks and Specks. My name's Adam Hills. It's the music quiz show that mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. Our two team captains each and every week are actor and comedian Alan Bro and Triple J's Miff Warhurst. Alan's first guest tonight found fame singing with her sister Linda for the Black Sorrows, Hunters and Collectors and Paul Kelly, then went on to become one of the best-loved music acts in Australia. Please welcome to the show, Vicar Bull. Welcome.
Thank you.
Alan's second team member tonight is an Irish comedian whose debut live album, Giggle Me Timbers, was recorded in the lounge room of his Dublin flat in front of 30 audience members. It's the only album ever to be interrupted by a phone call from Mum. Welcome back to the show, David O'Doherty. Miff's first guest tonight came runner-up in the 2004 Australian Idol, had the highest-selling single in Australian history for his debut song, The Prayer, has sung in front of the Queen and tripped while carrying the baton for the Commonwealth Games relay. Welcome to the show, Anthony Callea.
Thank you.
Miff's final guest is an English comedian who posed nude for the poster to promote his show, All of Me. This year, to promote his show, More of Me, he posed nude again, but on a slightly warmer day. Please welcome Stephen K. Amos. Thank you. Now, Anthony, pleasure having you on the show. You hold the record for the highest-selling Australian single of all time.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool, thing to say.
That's all right.
Do you constantly hear people coming up to you and going, "Oh, we had your song at our wedding and it was just beautiful"?
Or their funeral.
Oh, no.
Well, not them personally, obviously.
Anthony, I'm going to have your song at my funeral.
Oh, my grandmother's already booked me in, don't worry.
Oh, no.
I'm in her will to sing the prayer.
I think,
So you've already got a gig, it's booked.
Oh, yeah. Family rates, though.
Did she give you a date?
No, not yet. It's TBC.
Oh, I hope it doesn't clash with a tour or something like that.
I don't know. What do I do?
All right, let's get into round one. Each team captain picks a topic. Everybody will be quizzed on it. Your choices tonight are disco, leader of the band, gospel, and going the distance, artists with enduring careers. Alan can pick the first topic tonight.
I think we'll have gospel.
Sounds pretty good. Miff?
We have to go going the distance with the dinosaur.
OK, we'll start with gospel. Your first question for 1 point. I'm going to read you the first verse of a gospel song. What type of vehicle is mentioned in the chorus? I looked over Jordan, and what did I see?
Looked over Jordan, what did I see? Come in for the...
Tarago?
A Tarago? The land of angels coming after me, coming for to carry me.
What's the chorus?
Swing, look, chariot.
Chariot!
Thank you, Jesus.
I would have accepted Sweet Tarago. Next question worth 2 points. Whitney Houston began singing in a church choir. Take a look at this photo. Tell me the name of the two gospel ladies.
They'll probably be her aunties.
Well, because they're black.
One her mum. One could be her mother.
Well, one could be her mum. Well, one's Aretha Franklin.
And her mum.
Oh, OK, because...
Sissy Houston.
Oh, yeah. Or Sissy Houston.
Is it Sissy?
Sissy Houston. You've got Aretha Franklin. The other one isn't Sissy Houston, so I'll throw it over to this side. The rest of the question was, one of whom is her godmother, the other is her cousin. Aretha Franklin is her godmother. Do you know the other person?
Is it Dionne Warwick?
Yes, it is.
Oh!
Finally, for 3 points, I'm going to play you snippets from 3 versions of a famous gospel song. I want you to tell me the names of the artists.
Well, when the saints what it is,
When the saints go marching in.
yes, I will.
Yes.
Elvis.
Yeah. Elvis was the first one.
Armstrong was the third one.
Yes, it was.
And
It was in the middle.
Who could the middle be?
Jordan, Louis Jordan, is it?
No, it's not. You got Elvis Presley and Louis Armstrong. I'll throw it over to this side.
I can feel something.
Brother Stephen, talk to me.
Yeah, I can feel something.
Is it like Wilson
Come on.
Pickett?
I'm not feeling what you're feeling.
You can if you want.
Something special is happening here.
I love you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're so cute. Put you in my pocket, take you home. spend all your money.
Does anyone know who the other singer was? Anyone have a go?
No.
That's Waller or someone like that.
No, but you're getting...
Fats Domino.
That's Domino! Stephen Amos! Come on! Now, just before we move on, we did have Whitney Houston and her singing family there, and of course we do have someone on the panel. Vicar, of course, singing with your family. Is there something particularly lovely about singing with a sibling?
It's the blend.
Of the voices?
Yep. And I was told it's because you have the same kind of facial structure that's why the blend is so beautiful.
Right. In fact, both of you guys come from musical families. Dave, your dad was a jazz musician.
Yeah.
Your brother plays music as well.
When I was 20, I wanted to become a piano player like my father, and my father took me aside, and I believe the words he said were, "Son, you can't polish a turd." And that's how I ended up getting into comedy.
That's harsh.
It is so hard.
But it's honest. It's
But
honest.
see, that's the difference now. You know, I mean, you would have seen it when you were doing Idol. So many people think they're so damn talented these days, and...
But some people
and-
need to be told.
I know, but their
that they're
parents
crap.
obviously say, no, you're wonderful, and they turn up to these auditions and they're just awful.
Oh,
What's
it's
going
great
on?
to see. It's natural selection.
What I loved about you, though, on Idol, they kept having you go at you about your microphone technique. You'd be tapping the microphone.
Trumpet fingers.
Yeah, and you stopped doing that by the end, but then I
But
saw...
now it's back.
It's back with a vengeance. I've seen a few recent things and you're like, yeah, what's the stuff?
Whitney Houston does it.
Sorry?
Whitney Houston does it.
All the greats do it, I
That's
tell
right.
myself.
Well, I guess poo is technically carbon, and if you keep polishing it, diamond.
All right, let's move on to going the distance. Your first question for 1 point. In the UK, Cliff Richard is the only Englishman to have a #1 release every decade for 5 decades. Name the only Australian artist that has matched this feat. Yes?
It'd have to be Johnny Farnham, wouldn't it?
It is John Farnham. Who's had hits in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s and since the year 2000. For 2 points, I'm going to show you vision from an old U2 film clip while playing the audio from a recent U2 song. I need you to name both songs. Yes.
Oh, it's either Gloria or I Will Follow.
Oh, God, I don't know.
Well, just because I'm from Ireland doesn't mean I know them personally. Hey, I'll just ring Bono.
What's the new song? I don't know.
I don't know the new one.
I think the video is for I Will Follow.
It's not. I'll throw it to this side. Anyone?
No, I've got no idea.
Well, and also you've got someone who that video was made before he was born. That's not fair.
Even thought about.
It's not fair. He's a child.
It was Gloria, so you were actually close.
Oh, okay.
Was the clip, and the new song was Window in the Skies.
Oh, okay.
3 points on the line for your final question.
Here we go.
I'm going to give you 3 artists of great longevity. You need to put them in order of longest career to shortest. The people are Tina Turner, Giuseppe Verdi, Miles Davis. Yes.
Longest to shortest careers.
Yep.
Miles Davis,
Yeah, longest.
Giuseppe Verdi, Tina Turner.
No.
Oh!
Didn't get any of them right, so I'll throw it to this side. Longest career to shortest. Tina Turner, Giuseppe Verdi, Miles Davis.
All right, so Giuseppe Verdi, Tina Turner, Miles Davis.
Oh, well done, Miff.
Bada boom!
Very good.
Now, while we're talking enduring careers, we have someone here whose career is kind of really taking off at the moment. And as much as we tend not to talk about personal life on this show, there is something that we do have to cover because it has become news of late. Anthony, how have your fans reacted upon finding out that your middle name is Cosmo?
Oh, no!
How embarrassing.
I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, it's my dad's name.
Is that your dad's name?
Yeah, and it was his grandfather's name as well. So I ended up with it because I was the eldest child and the eldest grandchild, so...
You have been in the headlines and all that kind of stuff. You were virtually outed on radio by a traffic reporter because, you know, they know what's going on in the world.
Of course they do, yeah.
How did that even happen?
It's funny because the way it happened, like, in February or so, I was talking to my manager about it and said, you know, I'm comfortable within myself now to make that next step, and I think that's really important for anyone. Like, you know, going on Idol was a great experience, but at the same time, I was not mentally prepared for it, and, you know, you can't really mentally prepare yourself for the, you know, the publicity that comes with going on a show like that. And, you know, there has to be a part of you that you keep to yourself. And, you know, when you're ready and when you are comfortable enough to make that next step, you know, that should be left up to the individual. And, yeah, I'm really happy and comfortable with my own skin now, so... Yeah.
I think what you've done is very positive and very encouraging for all the young people out there who might be struggling with their own identities. What I find is quite strange is that it's in Australia, in this day and age, there's all this big hoo-ha. Yeah. Who cares what you do in your bedroom? Come and do it in mine.
I mean, I don't mean to be rude, Anthony, but what were you up to that a guy in a helicopter could see that you were doing?
I would like to know.
Really?
And if you're taking the freeway to work, look at the end of that round, let's do a score check. Alan, Vicar, David on 3 points. Miff, Anthony, Stephen out in front, 7 points.
Oh, wow.
All right, this round is called So Mix and Match a Lot. Each team is given 3 artists and 3 interesting facts. You guys have to match the artist to the fact. Alan, Vicar and David, your artists are tantric practitioner and lead singer for The Police, Sting, gun-toting pro-hunting guitarist, Ted Nugent, and the American singer, author and columnist who sang They Ain't Making Jews Like Jesus Anymore, Kinky Friedman. You have to match each of them with the homemade foodstuffs they sell, which are beef jerky, olive oil, and salsa. Which of those artists sells from home which of those foodstuffs?
Well, look, given that you said that Sting, and I know of Sting's tantric proclivities, I'm just hoping olive oil is not Sting. You're an artist of great repute. Do you make anything at home?
No, I don't cook. I eat out every night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
How good.
What about when you had kids?
Yep, she comes with me.
It's quite simple,
She's
really.
very good in restaurants, my daughter. She's been eating in them since she was a baby.
And I think that's awful that you expect her child to cook. That's just...
Well, Ted Nugent, famous as a hunter, so I put the beef with him, certainly. Kinky Friedman from Texas, so close to the border, salsa. And then olive oil is really boring. So I'd say Sting and the olive oil.
I actually agree with that. What about you?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So you're saying Sting with the olive oil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying Ted Nugent with beef jerky?
Yeah.
And you're saying Kinky Friedman with salsa. Is that correct?
Oh, you think... Are you wavering now?
Nope, that's it. That's definitely it. Because if there's one thing I know, it's things that celebrities make at home.
3 points out of 3.
Well, wow. You really do have the knowledge.
Sting made the olive oil called Il Pelagio. Ted Nugent made the beef jerky called Gonzo Meat Biltong. And Kinky Friedman made the private stock black hat salsa. Miff, Anthony and Stephen, your stars are tight pant wearing frontman for Queen, Freddie Mercury. Makeup wearing guitarist for Kiss, Ace Frehley. And rug wearing crooner, Frank Sinatra. You have to match them with the things they like to collect, which are model trains, stamps, and Nazi uniforms.
I think...
I reckon Freddie Nazi.
I think Freddie Nazi, because he was a showman. He would dress up as a Nazi just for fun, I think.
Ace Frehley, poor old Ace, he had a bit of a rough trot through the years. I think he might need something quite simple to kind of keep him entertained.
Lick and stick.
I think so.
Lick and stick. That's not been misquoted here.
Well, we had a guest on Spicks who suggested that quite a lot of rock stars get into model train sets. They have rooms devoted to them. Like Rod Stewart apparently has a room devoted to his model train sets. Quite a few people. So...
Do you collect trains?
Do I collect? No, of course I don't. I collect other things.
All right, so...
I collect small singers. I've got Kylie in the boot.